Hey everybody, what's up? This is just me giving props to G Man about coming out about his job and him being proud of the money he makes. I don't even know why I even started this with my lips looking like that. Hold on, I'm just gonna rub them real quick. This, yeah, go ahead and make fun of me for that later. But anyway, um, I wanted to just give props to G Man for coming out about his income and just being proud of where he's at right now. Um, Given the many scoffers that he has on the internet, it's I don't know, maybe it's easy for him, but um in the back of my mind, I like to think it's not a super easy thing to come out and admit something like that. Um Hold on a sec, guys. I really don't like how my lips are looking right now. It's like they're drier than I thought. Let me go somewhere real quick. I'll be right back. That's a little better, but still a little flaky down there. If y'all want to poke fun at me about that, y'all can do whatever y'all want. But um, it wasn't anything super bad. Trust. It was just. I mean, it wasn't anything bad at all. It was just him talking about what money he makes an hour, and he just said that he made $8 an hour. And given the many scoffers that he has, there's a lot of people that will try to use that against him and try to use that as an attack against the things that he say and whatnot. I mean, the bottom line is the only reason why they would say things like this is because he's a believer, and because, well, not simply because he's a believer, but because of how bold he is with his message, and given the fact that they just simply don't like the guy. So if it was an atheist saying the same things, if an atheist, came out and admitted what they made, the message would be a lot different. It would be something like, well, at least he has a job, or, you know, everybody has to start somewhere, or people are where they are, and, people, look for better opportunities. And if something better comes along, the best to you in your endeavors, it'll be something like that. It wouldn't be what I was seeing from. Mm, I saw one individual in the chat talking about he made bad life choices. Another individual was talking about $8 an hour is nothing to be proud of. I mean, here's the point. If you want to talk about people making bad life choices, you got to look at every adult over 20 to 25 on the planet. Every last single one of us has made bad life choices. So that's really not a point to even bring up. Um, it's just sad, just the depths of attack people will go to just to try to impugn what someone's doing. Um, there's not too many people that would have came out and said if they were making just minimum wage or around there. No, not too many people would have came out and been real about that, but he did, and I give him mad respect for doing that. And again, G-Man, like the rest of us, make mistakes and things like that, but I continue to just be just impressed and encouraged by how real G-Man really is. He is one of the realest brothers I know, on the internet. Besides my brother trusting Jesus in the chat right here. Um, but yeah, he's a real brother. Um, he doesn't have to fake the funk for nobody, and he's happy where God has him right now. So if he's happy where he's at, more power to him, and many blessings and just many good things in his life. And I just pray for God to bless him even more. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to. And then here's some idiot in the chat trying to stir up crap right now. I'm just gonna block him. If y'all gonna be coming up in here saying stupid stuff in the chat or trying to stir crap up, you're just gonna be removed. That's just gonna be the bottom line. Let me see if I can just block this person entirely. Hold on. Okay. I'll deal with that later. But anyway, as I was saying, um, when you have the amount of scoffers that G-Man deals with on the internet, it's a really big thing to come out and say, you know what, I make $8 an hour. And a lot of people will think because you make such a wage, that's just being minimum wage, that's something you should be ashamed of. I mean, at least he's working. That's the real important thing. He's working. And as far as I'm aware of, he's not like getting like food stamps and stuff like that. And this isn't to insult people that get food stamps, because there are people who are falling on hard times in their life who do get food stamps, and there are people um, who would like to be able to work but can't work literally because of physical limitations and things like that. And those people may need a little extra help with food stamps and things like that. So I'm not knocking on people who get a little help on that level. I'm not. This is not what this is about. But the point is, um, he. I can see that he fully depends upon the Lord for all his needs. And if you want to get greater in life, if you want better in life, you need to appreciate the smaller things, because how are you going to appreciate or truly acquire the big things if you don't appreciate the smaller things? I don't even take something like $8 an hour as a small thing anyway, because there are a lot of people who risk a lot just to come over here to make something like that. There's a lot of people around this world who barely make $8 a week, let alone $8 an hour. So, just to look at that, scoff at that, and try to define that as a compilation of bad life choices or something like that, it's just stupid. And would they say these things to a non-believer? Would they say these things to someone who tend to agree with more of their views? A really good friend of mine is an atheist, and he doesn't make that much more above minimum wage. But so what? The fact of the matter is, he works his tail off, and he takes what he can get. You make do until something better comes along. And I have no doubt that God will give G-Man greater opportunities if he desires them. I mean, he truly wants to use those opportunities um, for the glory of his name. if he wants to use those opportunities to glorify the Lord, I have no doubt that the Lord will bring those opportunities by his way. But um, if the Lord sees fit for him to better stay working $8 an hour, then I mean, who am I to say anything about it? Especially if G-Man is satisfied right there. I think if the Lord wants him to do something that requires him to have a higher income, the Lord will lay the foundation for just that to happen. The Lord knows what he's doing with every last single one of his followers. The bottom line is every last single Christian on the planet has a different level of income, but it doesn't matter what that level is, because if you're bold and you don't compromise the gospel, if you are bold, if you stand on the front lines and you're unapologetic about what's going to happen, you're very unapologetic about it, you're going to be mocked and you're going to be criticized anyway. It doesn't matter whether you make $8 an hour. It doesn't matter whether you make $8 million a year. It doesn't matter either way. So my props goes to G-Man for, being happy where he's at, and many blessings to him. I'll tell you what, Trust. After this, I'll start up an actual Google Hangout, and we can talk some more, bro. I can't invite you in here because this is technically not a Google Hangout. This is just a general video stream. But I'll start a Hangout after this video is over, and then we can talk about this some more. And I'm pretty sure you'll have a lot of good points to bring to the table, man. But I really don't have too much more to say about this. It's just that for anybody who's making that kind of money, hopefully whatever you have right now is the most useful and beneficial to you in your life. And if you desire more, I pray that the Lord will bless you with more. So that's all I got to say about this. And again, the props go to G-Man, and I pray for greater blessing in his life, whether they be financial, spiritual, or whatever. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to, make a general hangout just for the purpose of talking to some brothers or whoever else want to talk about this subject. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video and start the hangout now. So I'll see you guys over in the hangout.